Hello everyone, welcome to my first video on my new channel Zahid's United Report. In this channel I'm mainly going to be talking about Manchester United. In my first video I would like to talk about Raphael Varane and how good this transfer window has so far been. But while I was browsing YouTube earlier, I went across talkSport's video and I saw Danny Mills' comments on Raphael Varane. So instead of talking about transfer window, the players in general, expectations for the next season, I'm gonna focus on his comments and kind of explain how I think his comments are basically just to grab attention. And I think he is saying all these things, but he really doesn't, believe them, because either that or he's just basically really stupid. On YouTube earlier, well, first of all, Raphael Varane, what an amazing signing, right? Supposed to improve our team. It seems like he's going to improve our back four. Compliments Harry Maguire with how good he has been end of last season and during the Euros. Everything looks amazing. So hopefully all works out. Obviously, with a new signing, sometimes it takes time to adopt. Sometimes players are great from the get-go. But you can't deny the fact that Raphael Varane is an amazing player, an elite class player. Probably, if you were to rate top 5 defenders in the world, he would be in the top 3 or top 4. So anyway, Danny Mills. I honestly don't even know who he is. I think he plays for, or used to play for Leeds. But he was saying, apart from the fact that, okay, I agree, who knows how long Varane might take to adopt to the Premier League. Yes, Premier League is more intense than the other leagues, but despite that fact, not too long ago, La Liga used to be, some people regarded La Liga to be in the number one league in the world, and Varane was playing in that league at that time. So, the fact that you can't just disregard all the Spanish teams and say, he probably has like 8 or 9 tough games in a year. That's just stupid to say. Plus, he in that video, he says that Ramos is probably the best centre back in the world. So doesn't he then only has 8 tough games in a year? Oh, nonsense. That one point that really got to me that he said was Rafa Varane is injury prone. Listen, these people, that guy from, or those couple of guys from beIN Sports, Andy Gray and Richard Keys, and now, we have all this crap coming out from talkSport. I mean, I don't know where they come with these comments. I really think this guy and specifically, and these guys, they really they're intentionally being controversial. They're faking their comments just to get more hits, more clicks, just to get famous. But, if you want to do it, be smart about it, don't just say things without doing a little research. Raphael Varane is not injury prone, especially when you yourself compared Ramos to Varane. At one point, I think the host of that video was a United fan, and Mills was asking him, if he would rather choose Ramos or Varane, and Mills was like, I would choose Ramos. Bro, you've got it wrong. Going back 6 to 7 years, I forget it, it's either 6 or 7. Going back to that time and totaling up all the appearances, Ramos has 132 appearances compared to Ramos has 132 appearances compared to Rafa Varane's 145. So, who's injury prone here? I don't think either of them are injury prone. Last season alone, Varane had 31 matches that he played in La Liga out of the 38. The year before that, 32. The year before that, 32. That's only 3 years before. The year before that, he had 27. So I don't know where he came up with that comment, that he is injury prone. Varane is not injury prone. Every time you've seen Real Madrid play, Varane is there in the back four with Ramos. So, again, I this whole point of this video was I was watching that video on YouTube, and I just had to talk about it. My plan was to talk about Jadon Sancho. Bruno's back in training today. The expectations, the astronomical numbers that Bruno was hitting last season. What can we expect this season? Hopefully Cavani is fit for the whole season. At least I expect him to score 20 goals because he's that type of a striker. He's the number 9 of number 9s. I really believe even 20 seems like the player he is. I think as a striker that he is, the caliber of striker that he is, even 20 is a lower number. I think he can score easily 20 goals. But I saw that video and kind of boiled my head, and I guess that's exactly what these people want. They want attention, and I guess I'm giving it to them. I noticed him, but I also noticed how fake his comments were. I would go as far as calling him a straight up fraud. I think he made those comments just for the sake of it. They probably had a discussion where we're like, oh, we are going to discuss and argue where one person is for and the other is against, which I get that. If Varane was signing for any other club, I would say he might not adjust to the Premier League. It's a possibility, who knows. But you can't just say that he is not a good player. When Havertz came to Chelsea, I knew Havertz was a great player. Timo Werner came, we all knew he had scored great goals, in Germany. He might not adapt to the Premier League, but it doesn't make him a bad player. But what Danny Mills was saying, at one point he put up, Havertz, Werner, Henry, they never settled in the Premier League. But guy, they never came from La Liga. Varane is from La Liga, and you can't just disregard the Spanish League. Last 2 years, you can argue it hasn't been as strong, but La Liga is right after Premier League. I would say at number 2, La Liga has been up there competing with the best of the players, great coaches. And how many times has an English team beaten a Spanish side in the final? 0. That I kind of wanted to take all this negative energy out and make this video. But why put these stupid comments? I think someone tweeted that this guy used to play for Leeds. I have no idea, but that kind of explains it. Still does not. If you're a football person, refrain yourself from saying things that does not make sense. At some point in the video, he said, Gerard Piqué was never able to adopt the Premier League, which is against a lot of bollocks. I think Piqué was an amazing player, amazing defender. He just wanted to go back to Barcelona. He compared Varane to Di Maria. He said, Di Maria was an amazing player, never settled at United. Well, whenever Di Maria played, he adopted the game. He just never adopted the city, the country. I just throwing things out there just to make his point, valid, which is unfortunately invalid. Anyway, I think that's all for tonight. I do plan to do an extensive video over the weekend talking about Manchester United 2 new signings, Raphael Varane, Jadon Sancho, and hopefully get into what else United needs. And you all know we need a defensive midfielder, a natural midfielder basically. What are the prospects? I think Simon Stone or Samuel Lockhurst tweeted that more signings will only come if United are able to sell their current batch of players. I was hoping Lingard would be sold, but it seems like now that Marcus Rashford is injured, Lingard might not be sold. But I'll talk about it more over the weekend once I upload my second video. These 2 signings again, I'm really excited, looking forward to the next season. Good things are supposed to happen, hopefully, hands crossed, fingers crossed, but we'll see, and whenever someone like this guy comes up with a stupid comment, I'll be sure to, check his facts and see if how true his numbers are or just statements are, which in this case, not true. Raphael Varane, injury prone, No, not at all. If no, he's not injury prone. No, not every player can play every single game like Harry Maguire basically, or Bruno Fernandes did last year. We want players to not play every single game. Give them a rest, and that's how it's supposed to be. Playing 31 games last season, 32 the year before, 32 again the year before that. These are great numbers. If we can have a Varane for this many games in the Premier League, and if he plays like he has been playing for Real Madrid, we'll be all right. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my new channel. Hopefully it grows. Hopefully guys, you guys have fun watching my videos. So please like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you until the next one. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.